Okay, so in this video, what I want to give you are a bunch of sparring tips or some advice on sparring. And I'd say that this video is probably geared more towards beginners and intermediate than it would be for advanced guys. So if you're an advanced boxer, a number of fights or whatever, feel free to leave your advice and input as comments below for some of the beginners or intermediates who may be struggling. Now, the number one email I get from guys usually covers two things. It's either A, when I'm in sparring, I'm getting overwhelmed, I'm getting hit, and I'm afraid of getting hit, and I don't really know what to do. I just shell up, and I crumble under pressure. And the second email I get is that guys say, I get into sparring, and I don't know what to do. I use my basic combos, and I run out of material really quick, and then I don't really know what to do. All the stuff that I did on the bag and in shadow boxing, I can't do it in my sparring. It seems to go out the window. Okay, so I'm going to break down some sparring tips and things that you can start implementing right away, and hopefully this can make a difference in your sparring. Now, the first thing that I want to make sure that you guys are clear of is that, what I would call the new age or the new era of boxing, it's not only about athleticism and being the best athlete you can be and being the best boxer you can be skill-wise. It's also about longevity and self-preservation. So there's no glory in taking beatdowns from guys in the gym who are way above your level. It's not good for you or for anybody if the coach is throwing you in there with guys who are just laying the heat on you and teeing off on your head. That's old school, and I think that a lot of boxing is trying to get away from that. We're trying to develop fighters, develop guys, and give you the confidence to go out there and fight, because when it comes fight time, that's when you're going to decide whether you like this boxing or not. You're going to get out there, and the fight is when it's on, and you do have to have tough sparring to get you ready for the fight, but there's a difference between tough sparring from somebody that resembles who you're going to fight and then just some guy who's way above your level teeing off on you and ruining the whole experience. So there's no shame in being selective about who your sparring partners are. There's no shame in deciding, hey, I don't want to go to that gym because they treat me like shit when I'm there. And there's no shame in wearing headgear with a full face protection. I mean, all the pros are doing it now. And even some of the pros are wearing rib protectors, that sort of stuff. So I say skill, technique, athleticism, good sparring partners, steady development, longevity, and self-preservation to get you ready for the fight so that you get the best experience of boxing. That's number one. That's the most important thing. And that's not even one of my sparring tips. That's just something that I think that you should be aware of as you go through the sport of boxing. Okay, so on to the tips. Point number one. Make sure that you never lose sight of your opponent's upper chest. When you're sparring, you should always be able to see their upper chest, which means that when punches are coming at you, you are seeing punches, but you're not looking at punches. Do not look at a jab or look at that right hand. You look at your opponent. You look to where you want to hit. Don't look at what's coming at you. You will see it. I'll see a left hook. I'll see a jab. I'll see a right hand, right? I'll see the body shot, but I'm looking at my opponent's chest. Now, most of you guys know that, but the problem is, when you get into the heat of battle, guy throws a jab, guy throws the right hand, you block it, boom, you take a shot. Then maybe the guy throws left uppercut, and you get caught a little bit. Okay, now you're flustered. You got to get your eyes back to your opponent's chest. And that's fine if you're moving, okay, whatever, you're moving. But whatever you're doing, your eyes have to find your opponent's upper chest. You have to know where he is at all times. If you're ducking, maybe your eyes are on his stomach or lower body for a second. That's fine. You know where he is. Boom, you come up. You get your eyes back there like lasers. You have to know where he is at all times. The only time it's okay not to have your eyes there is if he's turning or ducking or you've created an angle and you just can't see it because he's moved. But at least your eyes are on him, and so that's fine. So make sure that in all your sparring, in the heat of the action, boom, 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 that you still keep your eyes, that you have your eyes on your opponent's chest. Once you're able to keep your eyes there, you're going to see that a lot of heat and a lot of stuff coming at you is not as big of a deal as you thought it was. You're going to see everything coming through your gloves. Okay, he pops a jab, maybe he throws a left hook, right hand, maybe he throws the uppercut and you block it, whatever. Or maybe he's peppering you, and then you're going to see, oh, he's just peppering me. I can lay right here. I can see this guy. So that's part of proactive defense. So number one, make sure that you can see his chest. Keep your eyes focused on his chest all times. Point number two. Easier said than done. Become a master at defending the jab. Now most people, a lot of guys, they think, well, the jab is not really a big deal. You know, I can take it off the top of the head, or so what if he catches me with the jab? I'm in there, I can work. But you have to realize that the jab is the punch that sets up all the other shots. If the guy can tag you with the jab, he's most likely going to tag you with other shots. If he can touch you with the jab and you block it, but you're stationary, he knows where you are now. He feels you, boom, he knows where you are, and that's going to set up a whole slew of other problems for you. So spend the next month, next week, thinking about the jab, defending the jab. Do not let anyone hit you with a free jab. No free jabs, not on the top of your forehead, not on your chin, nose, no free jabs. Okay, so you're here, okay? You're gonna make sure you catch it. Catch the jab, slip it, snap back off it, cover, boom, move. Whatever it takes. Do not let anyone touch you with that jab. Okay? Work on that. Add that as part of your game. Once you get good at that, and guys feel they can't touch you with your jab, it's going to make them more hesitant, more cautious. It's going to set up a whole slew of counter punches and other opportunities for you. That, you know, if a guy throws a jab and then you catch it, counter right hand, or you slip inside, boom, or you slip outside, boom, or you just evade and get back, and then he thinks, oh crap, I can't just get this guy anytime I want with my jab. I'm going to have to try other things, or I'm going to have to take more risks. So get used to defending the jab from all heights, all types, all sizes, all different kinds of people, all different kinds of fighters. Slip it, cover, catch it, slip it, snap back, move, whatever you can do to become a master at defending the jab, and that's going to set up a lot of opportunities for you to counter, and it's also just going to have it so you're getting hit a lot less. All right, point number 3. In terms of your defense, you have to become adept at active defense. Okay? Reactive defense, or as opposed to proactive or active defense, reactive defense is this: covering. And covering is fine only if you have a plan. If I'm going to cover and counter, that's fine. Or I'm hurt and I'm covering to protect myself, that's fine. Or I'm just going to cover while I move, and he's just going to land shots off my gloves, whatever, that's fine. He's wasting energy. But most of the time, when this becomes your defense, and I used to love it when I would spar guys or fight guys and they would resort to this, because that meant they're right there. I can do what I want. I can change the angle. I can do what I want. You have to become a master at active defense, which means one hand takes care of the attacking hand, the other hand takes care of the other hand. And I mean, this is for active using your hands. It can also be the same with the shoulder roll. Okay, shoulders taking care of the right hand. This is taking care of the left hand. I would say that 75% of combinations can be defended against by just doing this. Okay, left hook, right hand, or right hand, left hook. Just doing that alone will stop most combinations. If it's more than 2 punches, it's the same deal. Boom, 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 boom. I mean, there are variations, of course, body shots, double hooks, and all that. But if you're able to see the guy's chest clearly, you see the jab coming. After the jab, most combinations either go like this: jab, right hand, left hook, jab, left hook, right hand, or he just goes right hand, left hook, or he fakes the jab, left hook, right hand. Okay, 75% of combinations start like that. Even if the guy throws the uppercut, he throws the right uppercut, I catch the jab, he throws the right uppercut, it's still the same move. I just bring my elbow in a bit more. It's the same move. As long as I'm covering the center line or approaching the center line with my guard, I'm going to block that shot coming up the center. Overhand rights, instead of the hand here, just turn my body a bit more and just a couple inches up to the side. I know you MMA guys, maybe a little bit more cover like this. But if I get a straight right hand here, it's going to block it. Overhand right, I'm going to block it. It's all in the twist. Both my eyes on his chest. I don't go like this. I have to be able to see you. Okay? Right hand. Overhand right or right hand, same deal. Left hook. Left uppercut. I'm tight. Elbow is coming up the center. Body shots are a bit of a different story. But anyways, active defense. The way you work that is get a partner and have them throw 4 combinations at you in medium speed like this. They're going to jab. They're going to jab. Combination 1 is off the jab, right hand, left hook. Okay? Off the jab, they're going to fake the jab, throw the jab, left hook, right hand. Okay? Or they're just going to go without the jab. Right hand, left hook. Or they're just going to go without the jab, left hook, right hand. So get someone to throw those for you randomly. Here I am. Jab, right hand, left hook. Right hook, left hand. Jab, left hook, right hand. Left hook, right hand. Okay? Spin rounds. Once you can see those variations coming, you are going to be able to defend against at least 75, 80% of combinations, maybe more. Okay, so that's point number 3. Point number 4, offense. If you want to make sure that you have tools and sets and techniques ready, you have to do your homework. When you get more experienced, you'll be able to do things on the fly. Counter punching. The guy throws and you just go. Or he comes in with a combo, double jab, right hand, boom, you knock it down and you counter. You'll be able to do these things on the fly. But for now, if you're struggling with material to come up with, you have to create your own sets. And this is how you do it. You come up with 5 ways to start. 5 different ways to start. I always say the start of your combination is going to translate into what kind of results that you get. The way you start determines the way you finish to a great degree. So for me, I had a bunch of different ways to start. When I'd be in a fight or a sparring, these guys maybe know that I've got this stuff, but they don't know what order I'm going to put it in. They don't know which one I'm going to use. So some variations are, I'm going to slip. As soon as I throw my jab, I'm going to slip. I slip to the outside on the jab. And then what can I do after that? I can throw the overhand right. I can throw the right hook to the body. I can come around with the left hook. I can throw the uppercut, or I can stay slipped and then come up. So that's one. The other one is I would go body head with the jab. Body head, boom, and then follow up. Okay. The other one is I would slip to the outside with a step, slip, boom, and then throw the jab, and then come in with more shots after that. Or otherwise, I'd fake the jab, come in with the left hook, right hand, boom, 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 another combo. Or the other one that I would do is I would go straight right lead to the body. Here I am, lead to the body, uppercut coming up. And these are just ways to start. These aren't combos. So you're going to do your homework. Go home. Come up with 5 different ways to start a combination. After each one of the 5 ways to start, you're going to tack on a combination of 3 or 4 more additional punches. So let's say you start with the slip. So the slip jab. Okay. Then you're going to come over. Overhand right, uppercut, left hook, right hand. Okay. You're going to add a combination to your start. Or I'm going to start right lead to the body, left uppercut. Then I'm going to go right, left, duck, left. Okay. So now I've got 5 ways to start. And I've got 5 combinations after each one. And then I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to shadow box them. I'm going to work these combinations until they're ingrained in my mind, that I could call upon them, boom, at any second. And if you want to really get them in your mind, the best way to do is work on one combination in one round, one start with the combination, and the next round just spend your whole time working on that combination. And then same thing when you go on the bag. Now what's going to happen is once you get really good at this, you're going to have all those ways to start. Then you're also going to develop your counter punching and other ways to throw while the guy's throwing, working your jab and single shots. And you're always going to have these to rely on. You're also going to be able to mix them up. So you're going to start one way and you won't do the same combo that you did. Let's say, if I'm going to slip to the outside and jab and then right hand, left hook, uppercut, I can do the same thing. I jab, right hand, left hook, up. You're going to start different ways and then mix up the combinations that go with it. And then you have pretty much not an endless set, but a good set of combinations that suit your style and suit the things that you do. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, this straight in stuff, I mean, unless, just forget it, throw it out the door, forget it. Okay, maybe that's one that you're gonna go to if you know that you can dominate the guy, or you know you can just go straight in like that. But this sort of, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I mean, you go home, do your homework, come up with different ways. You're gonna fake, you're gonna slip, you're gonna double jab, to the body and the head, or you're gonna slip off, right? Or maybe you're gonna throw the right hand, boom. So you start coming up with different ways to start and add those combinations, and that's gonna open up a whole slew of offensive possibilities for you in your sparring. Okay, next, let's see what I got on my list. All right. Okay, the last thing. Be extremely diligent. I'd say that this is probably the most important thing. Be extremely diligent in covering up when you are done your combo. You cannot get in the habit of this and then just pulling back with your hands casual. You have to almost be worried or scared without feeling scared. You have to be thinking, shit, as soon as I'm done my combo, this guy's gonna try to hit me and I'm gonna get out of here. And that's what you do. Boom, 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 boom. And you cover when you're done. You cover, and you're gonna do two things. When you cover like as if you cover like your life depends on it. And you're either gonna cover and step to the side, or you're gonna cover and move back and then step to the side. That's the only way you're gonna move. You're gonna cover and you're gonna go left and right, or you're gonna cover and go back and then left and right. You're never gonna just cover and stand there, and you're never gonna just cover and go back. Okay? The only times you do that is if you're gonna cover and go back and come in with a counter shot again. Right? That's part of your plan. Or you're gonna stand there because you're ready to block and defend and stay in the pocket, and then you're gonna work and then create an angle. So you're done your combo. Okay? Covering and moving your head, same thing. I can cover and move my head, or I can just move my head while my hands are there. But covering, moving your head when you're done your combo, it's essential. It's the number one thing that you need to do to keep yourself safe, because that's when you're going to get tagged right after you're done throwing. So get in the habit. Cover like it means everything. Step left and step right. You can get out of the way, or you can just take a small step, okay, while you're covered. Or you're going to step back and then, okay, you're going to step back and then left or right. Again, you're never going to just stand there, never, and you're never going to just move straight back. Okay, so take this advice, and which is advice that you should be getting anyway, but some things, maybe you have to be reminded of, or you have to work or acquire. Laser-like focus on your opponent's chest. Think about the jab all day long. Okay, defending that jab, slipping it, blocking it, getting away from it, making sure that guy does not get off on his jab. Okay, active defense. One hand deals with one hand, or one shoulder in one hand. Okay, or two shoulders, whatever. One side deals with one side. For now, no reactive defense. You're just going to get pounded on if you do that kind of stuff, unless you're moving. Do your homework. 5 different ways to start. 5 different combinations. And cover like it means everything. Step left, step right, step back, and then step left and step right. Relax, and then the whole thing starts again. All right, so you guys having trouble struggling with sparring? Try to put this stuff in action. Let me know how it goes in a little bit of time. You guys who are more experienced, leave your feedback in terms of what helped you, or you can even say what you think of what I'm saying right now, whether you agree with it or disagree with it. I'm open to any kind of comments. This information is going to help out somebody who's struggling, so don't be afraid to just say what's on your mind, and leave your experience down below in the comments. All right, appreciate you guys watching. Peace, guys.